got y by itself here, so we found the slope. The slope is 2, but it says I'm perpendicular to this line. So if that slope is 2, negative 1/2. So Leo, how did you get negative 1/2? You did. What does perpendicular mean? What do you have to do? Reciprocal. Change the sign. So reciprocal of 2 is 1 over 2, and then she changed the sign to get negative 1/2. There's a lot of stuff. Got to think. All right, so good. Now we've got the slope and a point. We're plugging into point slope formula. So it's y minus negative 2, so it's y plus 2, is equal to, my slope is negative 1/2, x minus 1. Okay, so there's me plugging in. Now the dew point slope formula, it's always pretty easy. It's the same thing. I distribute, and then I move the number over. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is distribute. Oh no, there's fractions. How awful. All right, we'll be okay. Y plus 2, negative 1/2 x plus 1/2. Now I'm going to minus 2 over. Minus 2. Y is equal to negative 1/2 x, a half, minus 2. Negative 1 1/2, yeah. Negative 1.5 or negative 3/2. It's like you have 50 cents, but you owe somebody $2. It's $1.50. Why did I do what? Just because. Deal with it. Questions on this? This is probably, again, the most annoying question on the review. Just understand you're going to use point slope formula, so you got to get to that point. The next question might be the easiest question on the review. If you just look at it right now, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't remember how to do this at all. But it's really easy. Remember the equation of a circle. The equation of the circle looks like this. X squared plus y squared is going to be equal to my radius squared. And you're right, there's h and k in the original formula. I don't even worry about those. I just know something next to my x, something next to my y is all going to be equal to my radius squared. No, it's easier than that. We used to do it where we started with something really ugly and then we tried to complete the square. We're not even doing that here. It's easier. Number 4. So it says my center is at 4, negative 3. My center is at 4, negative 3. So my x is 4. So what do you think I'm going to put next to my 4? Or next to my x? Negative 4. Remember, we always flip the sign. We always, if it's in parentheses, we're changing the sign. So it's x minus 4 squared. Radius squared. So next to my y, what am I going to put? Plus 3. And then it's all equal to radius squared. So it's all going to be equal to 25. Really easy. Especially if I give you the formula. Next to your x, put your x, change the sign. Next to my y, put my y, change the sign. Square your radius, put it all equal. Nope, you're done. That's it. That's it. Easiest problem on the test. 5 squared. The radius was 5, and the radius is always squared, so it's 25. Questions there? Let's look at the next set. So it says the next two are both solve questions. So you can use PEMDAS in reverse if you'd like to. On number 5a, it says the square root of 2x plus 3 is equal to 7. I need to get rid of the square root sign. I can't touch that 2x plus 3 yet because it's underneath the square root. So I need to get rid of the square root. So the first thing I need to do is square both sides. So 2x plus 3 is 49. Now what? Minus 3. 2x is 46. No, it's not. 23. Oh, yeah, don't do that. I know. She's being mean to you back there, Ruth. She's picking on you. I know. Isn't that rough? Questions on 5? 5b, we did this in bell work earlier. If there was something with, let's say it looked like this one originally. What would I have to do? Add 6, then divide by 3, and then go. Okay? We don't have to do that on this one because the absolute value is already by itself. You want to get the absolute value by itself, and then once the absolute value is by itself, how do I get rid of it? 2x plus 3 is 7. 2x plus 3 is negative 7. Again, you're changing what it's equal to. Don't change the inside sign. Change what it's equal to. Now you're just solving both. Minus 3, minus 3. Divide by 2. Minus 3. Divide by 2. There we go. X is 2 and x is negative 5. Thumbs up, middle down on 6 or 5 and 6. Yeah, those are pretty easy. Here's the thing about the final. If you do what you're supposed to and do the reviews that we do in class, you will do well. Okay? The issue is most people will just not do that. They won't study. They'll do a little bit. They'll kind of pay attention when I talk. And then all of a sudden, they're going to do poorly on the final. You have to put effort in to do well, but if you put in effort, it will pay off. Okay? It's not going to kill you. If you study like you're supposed to, you will.